Hey YouTube, I'm here starting my first playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red for the Switch. I have played this before back in the day. I owned this game as a kid on the Game Boy Advance. I've owned this. I've owned Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald at one time. Maybe just Ruby and Sapphire. I think my ex had Emerald. Unfortunately, I don't have those games anymore because I was dumb, and as new games came out, I sold the old games to like GameStop and stuff to buy like the new games, and it was like a cycle of me selling and buying games. So yeah. So if I would have known to keep them, I would be rich right now. Now they're only 200-ish a pop on there, so I'll check it out later. I'll check it out probably after stream, Draco. Yeah, the Switch. Oh, I mean, no, yeah, okay, Draco. No one needs a Switch 2 unless you want to get the new Pokey Minecraft game, which I'm a little upset about because it's a $70 game on a game key card. I'm confused by this notion of game key cards. The new Pokemon game is not a large game, so it doesn't need to be on a game key card for storage aspect. So they put it on a game key card for money, for developer cost, to make the game cheaper for them to produce, but they produced physical copies of the game key card anyways for $70, and the digital version still costs $70. So I don't get what's happening. I'm not gonna lie. The game key card thing is, I hate it. I hate the game key card thing. So let me put this in perspective. If you're on like Steam, or you have an Xbox account or a PlayStation account, you buy a digital game. Let's say you have two PlayStations, you have two PCs, or you have two Xboxes. You sign into your account on any of those systems, and you can just download your digital game and play it. But now that all of the digital games, including this game here, if I download it, is technically a game key card, I now can only play it on one Switch at a time. I mean, at the same time, it makes sense, but you have to do this weird swap thing, which is super weird. So you just have to like swap the digital keycard game in between the Switches each time you want to play it on a different one. Which, no matter what, I get it that you can't play the same, one game that you bought at the same time, but Nintendo basically just added game key cards and they added this extra process for no reason. That is fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say it's fucking stupid. And I have no desire to buy a piece of plastic that has a I don't know, a authorization key on a piece of plastic. This is the dumbest thing ever fucking invented. I hate it so much. So the new Pokemon Minecraft game, I don't even know how to pronounce it, honestly, because I haven't actually looked it up too much. My desire to buy and own that game at $70 plummeted to like 10% urge to play that game because of it's being a game key card, and there's no reason it should be game key card. Now, if the game was $60, $50, $40 digitally, I would buy it. $70, and it's a game key card, and it's like a 10 gigabyte game. What the fuck, Nintendo? I'm sorry, I'm not supporting that, and I don't think anybody should. And that's why you don't need, Draco, that's why you don't need a Switch 2, because that's the only Pokemon Switch 2 game so far. Next year, you'll need to get a Switch 2. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not a Pokemon game, it's a Minecraft game with Pokemon in it. So it's not a normal Pokemon game. I don't care what kind of game it is, it's a $70 game key card game that doesn't need to be a game key card because it's 10 gigabytes. And so that's my point, is the reason game key cards exist is to make developer costs lower, which should in theory make the games cheaper, or because the games are too large to fit on a game key, like a normal DS game, or not a DS game, a normal Switch cartridge. And maybe there's the other advantage of the memory speed. The Switch games are still not as fast as the internal memory of the Switch, which I don't know why that's a thing. Like, they already make you buy the newer version of the SD card for the Switch 2. So why can't I feel like we're getting lied to a lot of times for them to save money on their end, and then just keep the cost the same for us, and I hate it. I freaking hate it. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of it, and I've seen all the trailers, Draco, and I didn't want to play the game, but when I found out it was game key card and it's $70, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. The downside is it's not going to go on sale ever. It's gotten really good reviews. But I just don't think people are ever mad enough at Nintendo. I mean, they were a little bit when the Switch 2 came out and it was pricey. And when game key cards came out, people were upset too, but there's still no one cares. It feels like when people get mad at Nintendo, it's literally for like a couple of days at the most, and then they get over it to play their games. They don't give a shit. So there's my rant about game key cards. This is the game key card technically. It's digital only. You can't buy a physical one in the US. They have a physical one in Japan, but it's really just a special edition with a code. But it's a digital game key card. I don't have a fake one, but it treats it as a digital one where it has to like do the animation where it goes into my Switch. And if I want to move it to my other old Switch one, I have to eject it and put it into it digitally though. And I'm like, can't I just have them both on and whatever one is playing? I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, there's my rant. My rant's over. That's a 6-minute rant on Nintendo. Draco, should I leave this in? Or should I start over? We'll leave it in. All right. We're here to play some game. All right, Brock's gone. All right, so we're here to play some Fire Red. Let's do this. How loud can I get this? Okay, yeah, I forgot it's got all this help stuff, guys. Oh my gosh. Also, Draco, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Oh wait, can I go back? Hold on. In the world in which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go. Be it towns, I don't like that wording. Be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Pokemon has given me personal growth. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. There we go. Oh, yeah, like 5 people watch my videos, Draco. My rant about game key cards and people complain about things that companies do, and then they still keep fucking buying from them, so they keep doing it. We just love to be screwed over. We love to complain about being screwed over, but we're weak and we still just want entertainment because the world sucks. So I can't fault anybody for it, but I just wish, I don't know. I just wish that new Pokemon game was either a physical release or $60 digital release. I wish it wasn't a game key card at $70. That's all. That's all I feel about that. In other words, kick everything's ass. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna scoot back. Just because the brightness from my monitor is gonna make my face look worse than it is. It's already red looking. So... there we go. Alright. Here's Professor Oak. I'm Draco. Side note for everyone on YouTube as well. I'm playing this. I'm streaming it in 720, but I am recording in 1080 for YouTube. But I'm playing it on my 4K monitor. The Professor Oak right now just looks like blocks to me. It looks really bad, honestly. So, let's jump into it. And also, how many times has Pokemon Gen 1 been released, essentially? Because you've had the first releases. You had this release back in the day on the Game Boy Advance. Then you had Pokemon Let's Go. And then you had this re-released. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or a girl? We're gonna play as a boy, because I I like to pretend I'm the player. I don't even know, dude. At this point, they should just release... They should just start with all the Game Boy Advance games. I think Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald should come out. And I will buy those, because I'm stupid. I'll spend $60 to buy those. All 3 of them. Because you know... To have the... It would be amazing to have the Pokemon collection, the dream was to have them release, like, the Classics collection on one cartridge and have, like as many generations they could add onto it and have one cartridge that would have it. That would have been the dream. But now they're gonna milk it and they're gonna charge us $20 for every game, and people are gonna buy it. I did. All right, what's our name? So I'm gonna call myself Fire, and I've just decided to start doing this because I used to call myself Ash in every game. But this game will eventually allow you to transfer your Pokemon to the newer titles. And I want to kind of keep track of where these Pokemon came from. So I'm calling this one Fire, so when I look at the Pokemon's information, it'll say Fire, and I know it came from Fire Red. So my plan in the future, when I do Wave and Wind, is to call my trainer either Wave or Wind. And then I'll be able to keep track of it. I've never done this, and I've always called myself Ash because I've always been Ash, even before Ash was Ash. But I don't know where any of my Pokemon are coming from, because this is the first time I've actually started to keep Pokemon from older generations forward. I usually just always started fresh with every generation, so... Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's Pokemon Bank is the old one, and Pokemon Home is the new one. Eventually, they'll allow you to transfer your Pokemon to the newest Pokemon transfer feature, which I think is Home. What do you mean they already did Ruby and Sapphire? They did Diamond and Pearl. They did Omega Ruby and Omega Sapphire for the DS, not the Switch, though. That's what I'm saying, is it's not on the Switch. Ruby and Sapphire are not on the Switch. At all. There's no Switch version of that game that exists. So. But Diamond and Pearl does exist on the Switch. So that one's done. We can move on. What I'm saying is they could, instead of doing the Omega Ruby and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, or vice versa, I forget what the fuck their name is. Instead of doing the 3DS version, they could just, now that they've already did the Game Boy Advance Gen 3, they could just do the continue with the Game Boy Advance games, is what I'm saying. They could just do Ruby and Sapphire as the Game Boy Advance games, because it falls in line with this, where they've started already. And it also makes sense as a starting point, because Game Boy Advance was when the cutoff from the old Game Boy games and you couldn't trade anymore, but Game Boy Advance onward you could. So it makes sense to do if they went to Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald next. I would love to play Emerald. Right, so your name is Fire. Yeah, so we're gonna go be called Fire. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. I need fast text on soon. What was his name now? We're gonna call him Gary. We're not calling him Green. We're not calling him Green. We're calling him Gary. He's always gonna be Gary. Wait, since Pokemon's biggest competition came out with their anime? Biggest competition came out with their anime. What anime? Were you talking about the Pokemon anime? That's right, I remember now. His name is Gary. Fire! Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Digimon is 27 years old. Oh, that's funny. Oh, biggest competitor. The competition confused me because competitions are really big in Pokemon. I can't believe I've almost drank this energy drink already and I just started the game. Digimon's a good time out. I also heard that one Digimon game is coming to Switch, so I'll probably be playing that soon. Alright, we're withdrawing the potion. Because we can use that in the Pokemon fight against Gary. Because you sometimes just get unlucky in those fights. There's one time where I fought Gary and his Pokemon crit me twice in a row, and I'm like... I'm just rolling my eyes. Oh, hey, wait! Don't go out! I forgot to change the text speed. It's unsafe! Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know, here, come with me. I like how we preemptively dodge the mailbox. I'm doing Charmander, of course. Okay. Gramps, I'm fed up with this waiting. Gary, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, fire. And there are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. How do you study Pokemon then, buddy, if you don't have any more Pokemon? Poor Bulbasaur. I picked Bulbasaur for I'm playing Leaf Green on the side, and I picked Bulbasaur for that. And that's why I'm glad I still have my old Switch, because you can only trade locally. So I'll be able to do my trades, and that's my plan for this playthrough. I've already picked my team. Yeah, that was a concept, was the Battle Oak in the original too, by the way. But that's my plan this time. My Pokemon team is gonna be my final team. I've already decided. Charizard, Machamp, Gengar, Alakazam, Golem, and Snorlax. That's gonna be my final team. Ugh. I haven't decided. I don't know what the final moves are gonna be yet. I haven't decided. But Charizard's gonna learn Fly. By the time we get Fly, he should be close to evolving than Charizard. And then Blastoise, of course, is gonna get Surf. We're gonna probably get Butterfree and Mankey to use Cut and Flash for a while, but probably I don't know who's gonna learn Cut. Probably not Charizard. Who else can learn Cut? Damn it, we'll figure that out. I hate the HMs. I don't miss having to... Cut is such a stupid move. Machamp will probably learn Strength. Actually, probably Machamp will learn Strength. It would make sense for Snorlax to learn it, but Snorlax is going to learn a bunch of other normal type moves like Body Slam or Headbutt or Double Edge or something, so... I had to fill with that pause. Yeah, it was Snorlax. Yeah, Paris might be a good one because Paris can learn Cut. Can Paris learn Flash? Hold on. Okay, YouTube, we're gonna pause for a bit. We're gonna pause for a bit and look some stuff up. Okay, we're back. Paris does learn Flash and Cut, so that might be a good early Pokemon to have for Cut and Flash for now. And then Strength, Fly, and Surf can be on the main team. So okay, but now in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. And then he's gonna get upset. Hey, Gramps. No fair. What about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. Okay. So we're gonna go to options. We're gonna go to fast. We're gonna do stereo. We're changing the help button. I think this is what I want the help button on. Okay, I don't want to accidentally click the help button, so that's good. Okay, so we're also going to reset for a good-ish Charmander. I want to try to get a modest or timid nature, and get maybe some. I'm not going to take the time to plug in the stats for the IVs. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. So this is Charmander. All right, so we're going to save here. I'm going to record the first one. And then we're going to see what we're going to get. And then if we don't get it, I'll pause and I'll come back until we get a good one. Just for YouTube. Twitch has to watch me do this, unfortunately. Oh yeah, the GameCube inlay later, that makes sense. You got Squirtle! Alright, let's see what we got. Shiny! That'd be crazy. Alright, what do we got? We got Hardy Nature. Stats aren't that good. Reset. Okay, the reset is to hit all of the face buttons at the same time. So just be careful of that, guys. Alright, we'll BRB YouTube until we get a modest or timid Charmander. So BRB YouTube. Hey YouTube, we're back. I spent like, I don't know, I've spent like an hour and I have only gotten one modest nature Charmander. And I'm 0 timid ones, but I found a hardy one. So a neutral nature, but plugging in its stats on an IV calculator It has a positive, it has a pretty good HP. It has a guaranteed pretty good special attack and special defense, 20 or higher. Its HP IV is 22 or higher. Its attack IV is really low at least, and its speed IV is between 10 to 29. But it has 3 really decent IVs, and I think we're just gonna stick with this one. I think that's our plan. Because getting the right nature has been a pain. Yeah, I never usually go for EVs or IVs either, and I'm not going to EV train this guy either. I just wanted to give him a good start, but even taking an hour just to find one modest nature, and the one modest nature we found had horrible IVs. So the modest nature we had, its special attack wasn't that good, and I like dropped it in the calculator, and it had a 9, a possible 9 IV as its highest IV. It was between 0 and 9, and I'm like, what's the point of it being modest then? And all the rest, and its HP stat was worse too. So we're gonna keep this one. We're gonna keep the Hardy Charmander. I'm glad it has a good HP stat too, because the last one had only 18 HP and it was really low. Alright, let's fight. Let's continue. We're fighting Gary. Wait, Fire. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Alright, ads are over. Welcome back, guys. We have decided on a neutral nature Charmander with 3 positive IV spreads, an HP, special attack, and special defense, and an okay speed stat. I'm not reading this because it's tips. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is growl. 1 growl. This is my technique. If you have a tail whip, a growl, or a leer, or whatever, use it once right away, and then attack only. We have a potion just in case we need it. Now we scratch. And that's the name of the game. We have low attack IVs too, so... But now, see, they have to waste a turn to get our defense down while we can still attack. So now they're back to their normal attack, but look how much progress they're making. Even if they get a crit now, I think we'd win. But yeah, if you're going to use a status move at this first fight, use it right off the gate. Because if you don't use it right off the gate, you're always playing catch-up, it feels like. Here, actually, we can find out... We can actually find out how good our stats really are real quick. Hold on 1 second. Now that we're level 6... And let's plug this in. So we got 22 HP. We went up, that's not bad. 12 attack. 11 defense. Special attack only went up by 1, so we probably don't have that good. Speed might be better than we thought, actually. Speed went up by 2. Okay, if this calculator is correct, level 6 Charmander. We still have a really good HP. We actually might have a really good speed stat. And everything is at least above 15, so we like the spread on everything else is pretty good. So we might be, this is a pretty good Charmander. I mean, you know, it's not like amazing, but it's above average. I'll take that. I just want it to be easy on me a little bit. Excellent. If you win, you earn a... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're not reading all that. I forgot to read Gary's message. Okay, I'll make a Pokemon battle. Toughen up. Fire, Gramps. Smell you later. Also, the music is pretty low in the game, so we'll turn it up. Alright, so now we can play the game. So now we have to go to the next town to get Oak's Parcel. We can't catch Pokemon yet. We don't get access to Pokeballs until we come back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of some grinding. We're going to grind while we're there. Now the downside is Charmander, I don't have the best attack IVs, but luckily we don't. The nice thing about not having a modest set is we don't have a negative attack at least. He learns Ember, I forget what. This guy gives you a potion. Always get the potion from him. We still have 2 potions, which is awesome. Anytime we can save money. Level 4? Level 3. Level 4 would be hard for us to beat. So level 3 is probably best. Since I'm actually doing the Pokedex run on my offline Leaf Green, we're not going to worry about catching every Pokemon in this one. So we're not going to worry about the Pokedex in this one entry. Yep, we learned Ember already. Nice. And actually, that was 3 Pokemon defeated. We have positive speed stat for sure. Look how high that speed is. Look how high that speed is already. So now we're level 7. We have a good HP stat too for sure. I'm pretty sure we have a good HP stat. I'm okay with this so far. So let's just see what we are most likely. Our defense is not going to be good. I think everything else is going to be good. Special, our defenses might not be good in general, but man, our speed stat is definitely good. Yeah, we have an almost perfect speed stat. We have a 28 to 31 speed stat. That's crazy. Oh yeah, our stats are great. Our HP is 22 to 31. Our special attack is 23 to 31. I'm happy with this, dude. HP, special attack, and speed. Everything else is 15 to 28 or 15 to 28. Our attack is 11 to 24. I'm okay with that. Dude, that's good. That's pretty good. Think about if we would have got a modest nature though with those stats. That would be crazy. Don't buy anything until you get to... Wait. Remember last time I played either Fire Rare back in the day? Did you buy anything until I got the Center Bar? I was able to buy 99 Ultra Balls. Nice. Do you know about the Nugget Gate Bridge in this one though? You can get like 100,000 money like in the first hour by doing the Nugget Bridge glitch. I don't even know if I'll do it in this playthrough. Because you have the verse recorder, so you can oh, I should do Ember. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. So you can re-battle people and get money that way too. And I mostly want to save money up for the game corner, anyways, so I can get the Ice Beam, the Flamethrower, the Thunderbolt. There's an Iron Tail, I think, in there. I don't know if I really want Iron Tail. I mean, it'll be nice for when I do a Steelix, but. So we're gonna heal our little Charmander. Yeah, so I'm not as worried about saving money in this version just because you can do the verse recorder and you can grind money pretty easily in this game by fighting a bunch of trainers. Welcome! Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Fire received Oak's parcel from the Pokemart Center. Fire put the Oak's parcel in the key pocket. Let's go. Why do you feel bad for Jasmine? In Gen 2. I always skip Jasmine because if I always fought her too early, she'd kick my ass. Also, I haven't looked if there's hidden items in this area. If there's hidden items in the grass, there's an extra like dot indication on the short grass here. I don't know if there's any other indications anywhere else though. Okay, so now we're gonna get our Pokedex. He's gonna give us some Pokeballs. We're gonna save the Pokeballs for... I'm gonna catch a Mankey, a Caterpie, and probably... Well, Geodude, of course, too, later on. Yeah. I thought Steelix was awesome in that. Why do you feel bad for her? Steel Pokemon are cool. Why do you feel bad for her? All right, I have a request for the two of you. On the desk here is my invention, the Pokedex. It's automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Fire and Gary, take these with you. Receive the Pokedex from Professor Oak. You can't get detailed data on Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. There's our Pokeballs. Oh yeah, for typing? I mean, that's not that bad. Like, that's why Lance, the Dragon Elite 4 member, only had one Dragon type 3 times. And then Lance is a Flying type Gym Leader. Not Gym Leader, Elite 4 member, essentially. And technically, so is Gary if you picked Ivysaur, because he has a Charizard that flies, he has a Gyarados that flies, and he has a Pidgeot that flies. So 3 of his 6 Pokemon are Flying types. So literally, the champion and Lance with an Ivysaur is 2 Flying Elite members. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. That's what she said. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. It's a great undertaking in this Pokemon history. Blah, blah, blah. All right, Gramps, leave it all to me. Fire, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Ha ha ha. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. Scissors, Steelix, and Magnets. Skarmory, you've missed Skarmory. So there's 5. You forgot Skarmory. I can't believe you, Draco. I'm disappointed in you. But that's 5. Wait, Skarmory not Gen 3? I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure Skarmory's in Gen 1, dude. I'm pretty sure. Right? Right? I'm gonna look it up. You might be right, but you might be right. You might be right. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up though. You might be right. Let's see. Nope, Skarmory's Gen 2. Steel type flying die in gold and silver. I'm the Pokemon Master, Draco. I'm the pro Pokemon Master. Skarmory's Gen 2. I think it's a hard Pokemon to get in Gen 2, but it's Gen 2 still. Alright, let me look it up for you. What is Skarmory's Gen Dex? Wait. Dex number is 227. 227. Alright, so we got the Charmander. Can I move its moves? No, I can't. Oh yeah, I can move its moves here. Cool. I don't have to wait till I'm in a battle. Okay, so let's get a Mankey quick. Should I get a Nidorina for Nidoking later? I might, just for fun. Yeah, 251. Yeah, it was 227, so yeah. But that's a good call to check it. Yeah, so it is Gen 2. You're probably, why are you thinking Gen 3? Are you thinking Gen 3 because of the Ash fields? Where you collected Ash to make thingies and you could get Skarmory there in Gen 3? Because Skarmory stood out a lot in that gen. Yeah, see, that's my memory of Skarmory too, but I have a memory of Skarmory in Gen 2. I just don't remember where. But yeah, that's not that bad though. 5 steel types for brand new typing? I think that's better than the dark types, right? How many dark types are there? There's Murkrow, there's the Hound, that's 3, and Sneasel, 4. There's 5 dark? Yeah, so they have 5 dark, 5 steel. That's good. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. We need to buy antidotes before we go into the forest, because poison is sucky. I need to pay attention to the grass here. I don't think there's a dirt indication. And we don't want to fight what's-his-face yet. So let's get a Mankey. Let's get a Mankey and a Nidoran. Dun, 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 dun. And we can level up Charmander while we're here too. Sneasel and my boy. Who's your boy? Can't believe we got a burn on this. That's cool. Oh yeah, Tyranitar. Yeah, but here's the thing: is this might be why you didn't think Skarmory's in Gen 2? Is because it's maybe late by the time you get. We only got 1+1 on speed on that. Is because you don't get you don't get access to Tyranitar until the post game, right? After you beat the Elite Four. So that's not. He doesn't count. He's like a pseudo legendary, anyways. He's a dragon. He's a Dragonite. Except you can't get him as early as you can get Dragonite. Because you can get Dragonite I mean, you have to level them up to 55, but you can get a Dratini in the Safari Zone. Level 3 Mankey, should we wait till it's a little higher? We'll catch it and we'll, yeah, it's only in Mount Silver, yeah. Yeah, that part does suck. I hate when they put cool Pokemon like that at, like, basically the end game. And Gold and Silver would have been perfect if they would have made the gym leaders in Kanto really strong. Did they fix that in Soul Silver? We'll keep this one. Let's get a Nidoran and we'll that's all we're gonna catch. I'll do a Nidoran and a Meta. That's just so many Pokemon to level up, though. What does Nidoran learn for moves? Hold on. Nidoran, what can you learn? Can you learn Cut? You can learn Cut, but not Flash. Really? Then I think we should just do... I think we should just do Mankey then, and Butterfree. Because the only reason I want Butterfree... Actually, we don't even need Butterfree. We just do Mankey and then, yeah, let's just do Mankey and, until we get, Paris for Spore. I want Paris for Spore, Cut, and Flash, right? They were vastly stronger, but not after you beat the Elite Four, no. Alright, here, let's call it a day. That's all we're gonna catch. We're not gonna catch... I might still catch one if I run into it. Because I could probably train in that area. Here, let's go heal, Mankey. When do we get the running shoes? And Gary's Pokemon are level 9, right? Staryu? I don't know. Is Staryu in Fire Red or is that Leaf Green? I might have to trade Staryu over. But I'm probably not going to do Staryu on this run just because I'm going to have a... That's a good call though, actually. I won't have a good water type. Oh, you mean Pikachu? Can you get Pikachu in the forest right away? Let's see if we're strong enough to beat a Pidgey on our own. Maybe? Oh, yeah. I knew we were gonna get a crit, that's why. That's so fucking annoying. Grinding's so annoying. Okay, YouTube, I'm gonna pause it. We're gonna grind Mankey and Charmander up to level 9 before we fight Gary. So BRB YouTube. You don't have to watch us fail at grinding like this. So BRB. Alright, we're back YouTube. It took us a while, but we got our Mankey and Charmander to level 9. We're gonna start with Charmander because Gary's gonna lead with a Sparrow. Is there a hidden item in here somewhere? That's because I don't get this patch. There's gotta be a hidden item here, right? No? What? What is this patch here for then? Okay, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna fight Gary. I was told that he has a Sparrow, and I believe you, Draco, because that does ring a bell. He gets a Pidgey later after this. Hey, Fire, you're off to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Yes, they did. I just spent 30 minutes grinding him to 9. Oh, he has a Pidgey! You were wrong, Draco. He's got a Pidgey. We do have to worry about Sand Attack. Fucking Sand Attack. That's fine. We're not going to use Charmander on the Squirtle anyways. Alright, there we go. He's got a Pidgey, not a Sparrow. That's okay. It was a flying type. Alright, now we're going to use Mankey, though. Okay, now we got to find out if Low Kick was Stab Low Kick better than Scratch, because I think Scratch is only 35. And if Low Kick, even on the low end, I think it would be 35 with Stab. if it on the low end, so it should be equal or stronger. That's not good. Let's see. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah. Squirtle, you don't weigh a lot. Alright, let's try that. Alright, we'll just weaken the Squirtle until Charmander comes in and wins. I have a potion, but I don't think we're gonna have to need it. Yeah, Minky won! But yeah, Squirtle's high defense, we should have done the lead. We got a crit at the end. Minky's gonna... Okay, halfway there. Okay, good. Our Charmander's almost leveled. You just lucked out. Give us that money. Alright, so it was a Pidgey. Get a move on. Whoa, why did I go up? I think my Switch controller's D-pad's a little off. Any grass here that has hidden anything in it? Is there a hidden area item in this area? Probably. I'm gonna pick the middle. Let's see if we can find a hidden item. I don't know how slow I have to move to find one, and we didn't find one. Whatever. Alright, we tried. We tried. Alright, so let's heal up and let's go in the Viridian Forest. Me and my mod here were kind of contemplating on what my next Pokemon catch is gonna be. And I think I'm going to skip. If we run into a Pikachu, we'll catch a Pikachu. Because it'll be nice to have an electric type for Misty. If not, we're going to catch Paris. I know Paris is weak, and he doesn't get Spore until 24. And we have to, or 25, and we have to stop him from evolving before that. But he can learn Spore. I can teach him Cut, and he can learn Flash. I'm going to go in here. I don't remember if these guys ever give you anything, but in Fire Red, they might give you something. The downside is we're gonna struggle with Misty because Paris doesn't learn a grass move until like level 45 or something, and that's gonna be Giga Drain. So the only other Pokemon that does learn a grass move is Oddish with Absorb, but having a stab, it's 20, 35, a stab 35 move against Misty isn't going to help us that much, I don't think. So I think we're going to stick with Paris. We'll have a Paris, a Geodude, a Charmander. Maybe we should just catch a Pikachu. Alright, we're going to learn how to catch Pokemon, guys. Alright. I'm not going to try to catch a Pikachu. Yeah, we have to hunt around the Paris. I know Paris likes to show up in that in-between section of Mount Moon. Like the latter sections of it. I'm trying to think if there's an easy way to beat Misty. If there's something you don't understand, watch that. It will teach you about the basics. Okay, cool. Let's go. Did we heal up? I forgot. I forgot if we healed up. We did heal up. Okay. The nice thing about Charmander is we can breeze through bug Pokemon like crazy. So that's going to be easy. We'll switch Mankey in. Oh, I didn't get any antidotes. Nah, I think we'll be okay. I think we're just going to use... Can we sell that? That would be hilarious, yeah. I think we're just going to one-shot most of the bug types anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, come on! That sure one-shotted. We're going to go in with no antidotes. And then we'll just switch Mankey in for the, we'll switch Mankey in for the Metapods and Kakunas. What the hell? One tile and we ran into another Pokemon? Okay, we're running from this. I want the easy bug Pokemon. We'll kill the easy bug Pokemon, level up Charmander. And get a Charmeleon pretty fast. It should give us an option for the TV. What do you mean? To sell it? Wicked Bite. Yes. Be careful. It's a natural maze in there. We have 3 potions only. We're doing a Draco run. We're saving our money like Draco, right? Get it in the first place. Oh. Instead of forcing us, it's because this game wants to help you with stuff. I thought there was an item in there. I guess there's not. Pikachu. It'd be hilarious if it was a Pikachu. What IVs do Caterpie give us? Probably like special defense or something. Yeah, sounds familiar. Yeah, it's up on this side. Yeah, this one. Pokeball! Yeah, we haven't bought any more Pokeballs either. So I'll make up for the one we used. Yeah, but the nice thing is Charmander can just breeze through all the bug Pokemon here, and we can get some free levels. If we're, like I said, if we run into any Metapods, Kakunas, we could always get Mankey. But Mankey's going to be used to go through the rock types for us pretty easily. The only one he'll struggle with is the, I forgot what's over there. The ground type Sandshrew, I think he'll struggle with. Level 3, we'll just run. Is there another item over here? No, this is just another area. Okay, we're back here. I haven't been paying attention to the ground either. Alright, first trainer fight. Ooh, item. Ooh, piece of candy. Another potion. We got 4 potions. We're balling right now. Oh, I lied. You're not the first trainer. You're the one talking about Pokeballs. Okay. You're the first trainer. Dun 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 dun. What we got? Weedle time. You're dead, Weedle. You're dead to me. Plus, Charmander, Charmander might actually be able to do the Sandshrew easily because Sandshrew is defensive, not special defensive. And we got Ember. Oh, these bugs have no chance. We're just lighting bugs on fire in the forest here. I think Charmander just walking around here is probably dangerous. His tail just lights everything on fire, right? There we go. We'll probably get a Charmeleon before we even get to Brock. I can't believe I almost forgot Brock's name. My cat's named after him. Dun, 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 dun. I know some of these guys have Metapods and such. Dun, 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 dun. Level 7. I just want that experience. Light it on fire. Weedle. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about poison. Everything's burning already, even though we might run out of embers. Okay, we won't fight any more wild Pokemon. Kakuna. The one downside of not using Charmander for this is I think Scratch will do better. I don't know. Okay, crit. That's good. I was gonna say once they start doing Harden, it's gonna slow us down. This fight's gonna be slow. But might as well use Scratch because Scratch has a lot of PP. Okay, 3 hits is not bad. It probably would have been like 6 turns if we didn't get the crit. Oh, come on. Mankey, we almost got you another level. Antidote! We have 1 antidote. We can get poisoned 1 time and 1 time only. I think that's the way I'm supposed to go. So let's just check here quick. Oh, or maybe that just looped around. We'll see. That might be the way out, so I might want to check down there. There might be another item for me down there. We'll check. Caterpie! Yeah, we're gonna get a Charmeleon pretty fast. Actually, I think there's only like 3 more bug trainers left. We're probably not gonna get a Charmeleon until after Brock. But this is the nice thing about not... So normally what I would do is I would already have a Mankey, a Sparrow, and a Caterpie on my team. And I'd be training them as well. So it's nice to only have 2 right now, and just have some strong Pokemon right now. Because normally all my Pokemon would be like level 10 right now. Alright, let's see what's down here. And like I said, if we run into a Pikachu, we run into a Pikachu. Oh wait, is this actually the way? This might be the way out. I think that led in a circle anyway, so I'm not too worried. Well, why are you facing that way, boy? That's new. That's different. I don't remember that in their Gen 1. Is this they have like an optional guy here? Metapod. I already have Charmander out, so we're just gonna Charmander you. Yeah, I was a Pidgeot on my very first playthrough. I had Pidgeot on my team. Yes, I kept Pidgeot the whole time. On my very first playthrough, I remember being so disappointed in Sky Attack when I got Sky Attack. I'm like, this move sucks. I had on my very first playthrough, I didn't trade with anybody. Even though I had friends that had the game, we just didn't take the time to like sit down and do the trade. Or I didn't know about Gengar maybe the first time, but I had a level 97 Haunter at one time. Metal Claw! Wow, I forgot about that. Metal Claw. Do we even need Mankey? you told me about Metal Claw. That's early. The Metal Claw is pretty early, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to do low kick. Damn it. They got a free Harden up. They got a free Harden. Yeah, they added Metal Claw to help so you didn't have to worry about it. Damn it. Now we're going to be here forever, guys. Okay, everyone. Just for you, welcome you two. I want to pause for you until we kill this Metapod, not Caterpie. BRB, you two. Okay, we got him. It took a while. We're doing exactly that much HP. And we got a crit on the end. That's hilarious. We were doing exactly that, like 2 HP a hit at the end. That low kick first hit really sucked for us. Alright, we got one antidote. Let's put Mankey in the front and level him up a little bit. We can use an antidote if we need to. There's only one more trainer, I think. If we run into a wild Metapod, maybe I will just fight it. Also, Pokemon Home is free. Wait, Pokemon Home is free? I thought there was a monthly subscription for it. Is Home free? Or was that Bank that I was thinking about? Was Bank the one that costed money? But Home is free? Are you sure? You also told me that he was going to have a Sparrow when he had a Pidgey. I'm just saying. Bank had the fee, but Home is free. Home is free? That's awesome. I think I still have... If Pokemon Bank is still around, I think I still have to use that for my DS games, though, don't I? It wasn't Bank $20 for a year or something like that? This only has one Pokemon? Are you freaking serious? You freaking serious? Okay, we're gonna get poisoned. Let's do it. Let's get poisoned. I'm ready. Mankey's ready. Oh, we didn't get poisoned. I feel like a poison sting always poisons me the first time. Mankey, you got lucky, buddy. I mean, it's free to download, though. Yeah. It's free to download, though, but, like, I think you still might have to sign up for something, though. Like, did you Google it? Google it real quick for me, Draco. Draco, you have this thing. I get it. I'm like this, too. I used to be like this. But I second guess everything now. Anything I read on, or anybody tells me, I second guess it all of the time. But you get used to this seeing something as free at the beginning, and then it's like a scam. It's not free. There's always like a hidden cost somewhere. They always get you somewhere, you know? Alright, we found no Pikachu. I didn't try. Kidney trees can be cut down. You need to be persistent. You can stop the presses, but yeah, I accidentally done that and I hate it. I accidentally did it when it was happening to Abra. And that's the worst one to do because if you do it once on Abra, you lose Confusion. Because Kadabra learns Confusion right after the evolution, so... Let's get Mankey to 11 and then we'll go fight Brock. At least both our Pokemon will be able to do damage. Oh my gosh, that's gonna take... Okay. I thought this was gonna be a fast level up thing, but maybe not. Oh, low kick is neutral, so I probably should... Oh, okay. Scratch does more than half, so we're good. Home is better than Bank. Yeah, but Bank has to be used for the DS games. Home can be used for the Switch games, so you still have to use Bank for a while. But why is Home better than Bank though? Like, what's the selling point? 'Cause I haven't used Pokemon Bank in a long time, and I've never used Pokemon Home, I don't think. I have Pokemon that were... Okay, Low Kick does damage. Because I've had Pokemon on Bank. I transferred them to Pokemon Sun and Moon, but not Sun and Moon Ultra. Hey, Prince! Can we get a shout out for Prince Dilly? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for getting your 16th gym badge. Okay, we're about to get that level 11. I'm doing good. We're playing some Pokemon Red. I spent like an hour trying to get a good nature for my Charmander, and then gave up and gave it a neutral nature, but it has decent IVs at least, so. You can transfer from Bank, let's go EV to Home. Wait. I don't know what that means. You can transfer from Bank. Are you talking about Home? Like, I'm confused with what that means. Like, Home can transfer from Bank. Yes, that makes sense. But you have to... DS isn't compatible with Home. So 3DS has to go into Bank. And then on the Switch, you can use Home. Okay, we learned Cry Chop. Which I'm pretty sure Low Kick is still better for both the Geodude and... the Onyx, though. But it's nice that we have this. We'll put Leer at the bottom. But Cry Chop will be nice for normal types in the future, like Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Rattatas, Raticates. So I feel like we're in a good spot. Thank you for doing the shout out, too. Yeah, but the thing is, I have so many Pokemon on my DS games. Like, I just did another playthrough of Pokemon X because I had already moved Pokemon from Pokemon X to Sun and Moon. And I still have Pokemon Black 2. I don't have my Pokemon White 1, though. So I have a lot of Pokemon in my DS games that I need to get transferred to Bank, and then transfer Bank to Home, and then put them on one of the Switch games. But I know that not all, the Switch games don't have all the Pokemon available. We have 5. Let's get Antidote finally. What Pokemon paralyze us right now? We'll get a 2. I don't think Paralyze is going to be a big deal. Awakening is going to be annoying. But we'll just deal with it. I don't think we have to worry about Burn right now. Let's get 5 more Pokeballs. And then let's focus all the rest on potions. There. And if we have leftover, let's get another Antidote, I guess. Nah, we'll save it, I guess, for something else. The game is going well. Thank you, Dilly. Have you been playing any of the re-released Pokemon games for $20? Because Nintendo likes to steal money from us. Wait, Bank is Go and Let's Go can go into the Home. Wait, Bank, Go, and Let's Go can go into the Home. And Pearl, Diamond, Sword, Shield, Scarlet. Okay, yeah, and even you phrasing it like that is still confusing to me for some reason. Bank, Go, and Let's Go can go into Home. So Bank can go into Home, and then the Go games can go into Home? Pearl, Diamond, Sword, Shield, the Switch games. Yes, all the Switch games can go into Home. That's what... Draco, I've been saying that. It's the Switch... Draco, let me pause. Listen to me. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. All of the Switch games, including Let's Go, and all of the other games go to Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home is the Switch app equivalent. Yes, all Switch games go to Home. Bank exists for 3DS games and DS games. I think DS you have to use a Dream thing to get them to 3DS. But 3DS, Bank is for 3DS only. That's the only reason Bank still exists. For now, and it might even go away. Anytime, if it goes away, there's no way to get 3DS game, 3DS Pokemon to Pokemon Home, which allows you to get it on the Switch. But I've been saying that the whole time. Not yet. I'm gonna finish Resident Evil 6 first, then I'll start on it. Nice. Well, I hope Resident Evil 6 goes well. Are you going to be playing the new Resident Evil? People have been playing that like crazy. Okay, we did get Geodude right away. Okay, only level 10. We'll do low kick still. But yeah, bank is for 3DS. Home is for Switch games. That's the simplest way to put it for you. See, that's why I was confused. I'm like, bank is for Go, and Let's Go can go into home, and all the other Switch games. You just listed all the Switch games. Maybe in the future. Maybe I should have tried Karate Chop out. Maybe Karate Chop is better for Geodude. Maybe Geodude's not heavy enough. I just assumed because it's a freaking rock that he's heavy. Alright, let's do Charmander for Sandshrew. I want to see, even if it's resistant, I want to see how much Ember does to Sandshrew, just to see. Okay, it's doing Defense Curl, so we'll just keep Ember going. Prince Dilly, are you gonna get both Fire Red and Leaf Green, or are you just gonna get one of them, or after you're done with Resident Evil 6? I haven't played Resident. I've only ever played one Resident Evil game so far, and it's been 2 remake. Minky's hurt. Let's just go into it. Let's just go into it. Let's go into it. You're going to challenge me knowing that you'll lose? That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. Yeah, I only play that because of Kate. Here's the thing, is I wanted to play a Resident Evil game that I thought would be good, because I tried to play like Resident Evil, one of the Resident Evils back in the day, and I just couldn't. It was an older one. I couldn't get over the controls because I didn't play it growing up. I played it later in life. I just didn't get into it. You eventually get both. Yeah, that's how they get you. 40 bucks, man. Pokemon is brutal. But that's why she recommended 2 Remake for me. And I love the story of Resident Evil, but I can't get into the games. I'm not big into the slow dodging of zombies and puzzles, I guess. It's not my style. It was probably RE1 or RE2. Yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure which one it was. So that does half damage. Okay, with Defense Curl, let's see how much low kick does. I'm not sure how much low kick does. Maybe Karate Chop and low kick are about the same for Geodude then. We're gonna use low kick for sure on Onyx though. And Karate Chop is nice because it has a high crit chance. Alright, Mankey. Mankey will be nice to have for all the normal types we have too. But yeah, I wish I could have gotten the Resident Evil games, but the one Resident Evil game I played was RE2 Remake, and it was, I liked the story of it, but I wasn't fun on the gameplay. I was just running around a lot dodging things. When Mr. X came out, it was just stressful. I didn't like it. I was just running around, surviving, and then trying to open lockers and stuff, and then there was the lickers jumping at you from everywhere. I didn't have fun playing it. We got the Boulder Badge. Just having the Boulder Badge makes your Pokemon more powerful. It also enables the use of the move Flash outside of battle. Of course, a Pokemon must know the move Flash to use it. We got 1400. I like watching people play it though. But I also don't like a lot of horror games. I don't like games. The reason I don't like horror games is because I don't like feeling helpless when I play a game. And Resident Evil made me feel helpless a lot. I don't like being forced to sneak. I don't like being forced to dodge all the time. It's just not my type of game to play it. I like video games, but there's some games I'm just not a fan of. I'm not good at racing games either. I don't play those, but I want to like the Horizon games because they're very pretty looking, but I don't like racing games. I even suck at Mario Kart. Wait, take this with you. TM39. Technical machine contains a technique for Pokemon. Using the TM teaches the move it contains to a Pokemon. A TM is good for only one use. In this generation, it contains Rock Tomb. I know Mankey can learn Rock Tomb. What's Rock Tomb's? It's level 50 rock type? It only has 80 accuracy though. When does Geodude learn, does Geodude already learn Rock Throw? Let me look real quick. Because Geodude is permanently on our team. So I just want to see... I wish there was a faster way for me to look this up. Oh, let's see, where is Geodude? Go back. I wish I had a better idea of where the, what their Pokedex numbers were. There it is, Geodude. So Geodude is gonna learn Rock Throw. It's 50-90. The Rock Throw is actually a better move. It's 10 points more accurate. And then he learns Magnitude. He learns Earthquake at 36, so we could actually save the Earthquake TM for someone else. When we get at the 8th gem, I think, in this one. He actually will learn Double Edge too? Hold on, does he get, what ability does he get? Oh, Geodude receives no recoil damage, so we want to find a Geodude that has Rock Head too. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to teach Rock Tomb to Mankey. Because I don't think I'm going to use it for any other Pokemon, right? I don't think there's... Yeah, Bide sucks. I hate Bide. I don't think I'm going to use Rock Tomb on anybody else. It's a weaker Rock move, and I think we can eventually get Rock Slide from someone or a different Rock move. I forget what it is. We're going to learn Rock Tomb. That will help us against the flying types for now. And then, is there any reason for me to have Scratch? Is there any reason for me to have Scratch? Like, Leader might be nice to have, just to lower defenses, but Scratch and a physical Karate Chop, like, what's resistant to Scratch? Normal Rock is the only thing resistant to normal types. Oh, it might be good to have Scratch for anything that's resistant to fighting type moves. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Leer. Like, if we do run into a Psychic Pokemon, we can at least scratch it. Yeah, Bide was pretty much useless, yeah. I mean, you could be smart about it, but yeah, Bide was pretty much useless. Plus, in Gen 1, I think it had a 2 to 3 turn. Like, it wasn't consistent either. We're gonna save the game, and I'm gonna say bye to YouTube, because we're gonna break these down to 1 hour episodes. So first video was us hunting for OK IV Charmander. We did not get the nature we wanted, but we got neutral nature. We got the Mankey, we got them high enough level to beat Gary, and we beat our first Rock Gym. We only have 2 Pokemon team. We did not run into a Pikachu, so we're gonna suffer for that, I think. I don't know. We might, maybe we'll go look for Pikachu off YouTube recording just on stream. But if you want to see more YouTube, like and subscribe. Goodbye.